where it's open carry, so we didn't have to worry about no clouds.
Oh, okay. You
cloud run around and like doop doop doop, it's over.
Right. But like, what's a person thinking too? Like, some of these, I think people put like time and effort into like the costume that they put on and just like the vibe. Like, what do you have nothing better to do? Like, obviously you don't, but like, I think you need therapy.
Like, oh yeah, like
you go talk to somebody.
A lot of these folks need help. Yeah, trust me, I'm the same way. I'm like, I ain't no therapist unless you want to pay me. Then I could be, you know.
Like, seek some professional help, please.
Run me my money.
Okay, guys. Let's start with some topics. I wanted to start off with it's almost Halloween, and so last year I was very excited to see a movie trailer, and it had Paul Rudd in it. Well, I'm just gonna say it was Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh yeah.
But of course, the pandemic happened because remember it was gonna come out last year, but the pandemic happened, so they showed the trailer and just put it on the back burner. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna wait till everything opens back up and the movie industry opens back up. And of course, it came back around. And so, summer, I was checking for it. I was like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I didn't see nothing heavy till September. And I was like, wow, that's kind of a late kind of push to start pushing your trailers in September if you're going to be what I was assuming a October movie. Because if you're thinking about Ghostbusters, what's the perfect, when do you think a Ghostbusters movie should drop?
Oh, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, of course, yeah.
Yeah, at least if I was them 2 weeks before Halloween, you got anticipation and stuff like that. Because if you're talking about an iconic movie like a Ghostbusters, you're not only getting the money revenue for the showing during Halloween, you're getting all that toy money, and costume money. Because, if a Ghostbuster movie's coming out, definitely costumes for the Ghostbuster movies coming out. And so you would think October, the beginning, as soon as October started, they would start, all right, we're dropping this. It's going to be on the box office first weekend of October. Mm-hmm. It just makes you wonder what was the hiccup, because I don't think there's the original plan was November the 17th. I'm thinking they said they're going to drop. And I'm like, God, that's what can you do? You're going to put out all this merchandise and toys after Halloween. Who's going to really be buying a Ghostbuster costume outfit? Because this movie looks good. It looks good. It looks like a good kind of reboot, renewed Ghostbuster story franchise. Okay. But it's just to do it after Halloween. It's like, no one's really checking for the scary stuff. During Thanksgiving season, and possibly where you're running that all the way near Christmas, and unless Ghostbusters is going to be a Halloween Christmas movie, that don't just seem right. I mean, what's y'all's opinion?
I mean, you got cosplayers.
Yeah. I feel like I saw a lot of the older, like, Ghostbusters costumes that you could get, like Egon and all those other characters. Mm-hmm. I didn't see anything for the new ones, but you wonder, too, like, if they had enough people to complete production of, like, merchandise. Like, could they pump out enough stuff fast enough anyways to get it on the shelves and get it to people before the movie even came out?
Yeah.
So we think they're just going to try to push heavy the Christmas toy market? Because with the Ghostbuster franchise, the toy industry is pumping toys. You're going to have Slimer. You're going to have the car. You're going to have the proton packs. You're going to have that little thing that sucks the ghost up in that contraption I can never think of.
I know it's a trap. That's all I know it's called.
Yeah. I mean, for it to be Ghostbusters mean you have
the proton pack. I feel like would be the most important.
The merchandise, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I saw a kid at Comic-Con with one that was really nice.
Yeah, but it's probably what OG Ghostbusters.
Probably. It lit up and everything though. I was very impressed, and he was 7. I thought about punching him, but his parents were there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just thought it was strange. I
how
thought
I
it
feel
was
about them kids.
yes. Oh, okay. Story time, Angie. Are you passing out candy?
Oh, sorry. No.
She already told you how she feels. F them.
I know. I told you. I'm going to eat my own candy because I am a selfish bitch. So
I loathe them people who pass out them sun raisins. What's it called? Sunmaids?
Oh.
Sunmaid raisins.
The worst invention in humankind was the invention of wine. And not because of wine, it's because people are like, what are we going to do with these dried up grapes? And they're like, hey, let's just put them in a box and sell them as raisins. No, raisins are the nastiest.
So
Get them out of here.
You a hater. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Raisins are fire.
They're all right.
Raisins is pretty. Yeah.
Oh, you like raisins? Oh,
did you have any other fruit though? Like legitimate fruit? Did anybody like apples or bananas or like some BS like that in their little pillowcases? I didn't get a cool Halloween bag. I had a pillowcase.
Pillowcase. That's old school. That's definitely old school.
I got the
Walmart. The bigger the pillowcase, the better.
Yes.
I got the OG Walmart sack. I mean, I didn't get too much fruit. There's plenty of candy that is just horrible. Just horrible that you would get. Like there's like.
We will talk about the candies, but later. I miss Angie she's our candy correspondent. Good candy, bad candy. We'll don't worry though, and because I'm sorry, Juggernaut. We'll shame her if she don't have it right. Okay, we'll shame her at the end.
I know what I got. Dang.
That's your candy.
Do not come.
All right. Let's talk about what's the scariest moments of your life in real life. This is Halloween, so let's stick to the scary. Do you want me to go first?
Let's see.
Semi-scary story, but it scared me at the time. I'm going to set up the day for you.
Close your eyes.
Me and my younger brother, rest in peace. We getting out of elementary school. The bus takes us always to the corner. We got a 5-minute walk to the house. That we do that every day after school. I think I was in 2nd grade, and he had to be in kindergarten. So we was young tights, 8'6". Let's call it that, 8 and 6. So we always do that. This one day, it was a nasty rain and thunderstorm, and the school bus it's not forgiving. Hey, you got that 5-minute walk, you got that 5-minute walk in the rain and the thunderstorm too. So we get off the bus and we race to the house, and it's like lightning, this doo-doo, everything loud, wet, can't see, heart's already pumping. We get to the door, and usually turn the door, we're in the house. This time, turn the door's locked.
What?
And yes, and I was like, oh God, our mom's not home. We knock on the door. Our mom's not home. Knock on the door. Our mom's not home. And it is literally a rainstorming on us. And I'm like, hey, calm down, telling my little brother, because, I want to be big brother. And about 50 yards, there's a telephone pole, and this bolt of lightning cracked into that telephone pole, and a big explosion happening, lights turned off and stuff like that, a big boom. And I remember, I thought
you peed, didn't you?
I almost fainted. Oh my
God. Okay, that's way worse.
I remember I had no feeling in my legs. I was scared. I think I was just screaming. I can't remember. There's no sound that could come out, but that's how scared I was.
That quiet scream.
Yes,
Your
yes,
throat, like you have no
yes.
sound.
Tears,
What is that
tears
painting?
all over. We're wet anyway, but tears all over our eyes and stuff like that. The
Aww.
neighbor lady comes out and she's like, "Oh, y'all home? Your mom's gonna be a little late, and she wanted me to tell y'all come over here." After we just panicked,
Lost
the worst
your
7.
soul.
It was the longest 7 minutes of our life.
Oh my gosh.
So you couldn't
I
come over
remember
here
that.
earlier?
I remember that because it went from total chaos to scared to, and I forgot her name. I want to say it's. I need to ask my mom. I think her name was Mrs. Simpson, but she gave us cocoa and stuff like that. And gave us something warm. But I just remember
Oh.
it was one of the. Still today, Angie, you wasn't around for my top 20
I
ways I
was like,
don't
I
want to
was
die.
born before you. I was probably around. What are you talking about?
Okay, a little defensive, but I'm talking about my Knots Presents list. But
Oh,
lightning should be in there because it always triggers me when I see it. I'm like, it just brings me back to that childhood memory. But nowadays, it's more to put a smile on my face. But I remember when I was going through it, I thought it was the end. I was
oh
like,
yeah.
yep, this is a story of Koi. And 8 years old, this lightning's going to get me.
This is how I go out.
Jesus.
This is how I meet my maker.
Look, maybe I don't want to meet you this early. Maybe let's
right?
let's have a talk. Let's sit down. I'll bring the tea. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I feel like I already told this one. So I was in high school, I think maybe just out of high school, and the movie The Ring had just come out.
Oh.
So you know that point in the movie where you hear the crickets and the frogs, and she comes out of the well and she kills folks. So where I grew up, it is a kind of like an older neighborhood. So there's no street lights really. People just kind of have porch lights on. So one of my girlfriends, like we'd just come home. I don't know what we were doing. I think we were just out and about being teenagers. She drops me off in like at my driveway. And as soon as I open her car door, like I hear those crickets and those frogs. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to die. So I run to my front door and like just everything that could happen, I feel like, to a girl in the like on those B movies happened to me. Like I almost trip getting to the front door. I get to the front door, I drop my keys. I pick my keys up. I can't get my keys in the lock. I'm like, I just died like 4 times as a girl in a B movie. So like I get inside and I like run upstairs to my room and like turn on all the lights and I'm like rocking back and forth. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get me. But yeah, that was my trauma.
I get that.
She had a eerie presence up for anyway. It's just like 7 days, and if that was going through your mind, you're like, I know I'll be thinking about everybody
Right, yeah.
in elementary school or middle school or high school has done me wrong. I'm like, I'm gonna make somebody watch this tape. I'm not going down for this. Yeah,
Not
I'm
by
sorry. I'm
myself.
one of them. If it's me or y'all, it's gonna be y'all because I'm not. I'm gonna be like,
I wonder if that passed through my brain, like in one of those like fear moments that you have. You just think of like absolutely silly stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, I watched that movie. When did I watch that movie? How long has it been? Like,
I love it. Well, my stuff comes in dreams. My scary moments.
Man.
It was just the worst. You know, you always what do they call those demons that's basically are on top of you while you sleep? So like a
like
paralysis
sleep
demon.
paralysis. Yeah.
Yes. So I have that. Not as often anymore. But the last time I had one, I was in a hospital setting. I was in the hospital. I feel like it was from a game because everything looked familiar. But it was all white walls, all white floors, all white everything. And basically, I was there. I didn't see no other patients. I didn't see anybody else there. And then out of nowhere is this guy with his hand. And he's just chasing me down the halls. I have on like a